It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's your kid sister Lizzie shooting lasers from her eyeballs? What the f— Hey YouTube, what's going on? My name is Michael McCrud and welcome to the most amazing top 5. Sit back, subscribe, and let me entertain you. Now let's jump into our list with the top 5 people with superpowers. This might be part 3, but we're calling it part 2. First up at number 5, we have Marilu Henner. This woman has hyper photographic memory. Now if you were alive in the 70s, you remember Marilu from her time on the TV sitcom Taxi, and more recently she appeared on Celebrity Apprentice. Now you might not recall these events, but she herself, she certainly does. She has the ability to recall every single detail of her life going back decades. Yeah, that time she got fired by Donald Trump, she remembers what his tie looked like. She probably remembers what his hair looked like, and she's like, oh, I wish I could forget. She likely also recalls the time Tony Danza tried to pick her up, or what Danny DeVito smelled like with a hangover, which I feel like was probably pretty frequently. Now Marilu is only one of 25 confirmed cases of hyperthymesia, which allows her to pinpoint the smallest detail of her life on nearly any given day. And it plays in her head like a short film. Huh. Must have really come in handy when she had to memorize all those lines as an actress. Moving on to the number 4 spot, we have Eagle Eye. I'm talking about Veronica Cedar. Veronica holds the record for being able to see the smallest object without assistance from technology. In 1972, a university out in West Germany, they conducted tests and concluded that she has vision 20 times that of the average person. For example, she can identify a person, what they're wearing, what their facial features are like, from a distance of a mile away. For anyone else to do this, they would need some binoculars. So if she's checking me out or watching this video, well, let's just hope I don't have any boogies. Moving on to the number 3 spot, we have I'll Sleep When I Die. Talking about Al Herpin. Al claimed to have a rare type of insomnia where he didn't need to sleep, and at one point in his life he apparently stayed awake for over 10 years. Now this attracted some medical professionals who decided to investigate. When they went by Al's house, there was no evidence that the man had in fact slept in 10 years. I mean, there was no bed, there was no linens, there was nothing but a rocking chair and a book, and that's how he said he would spend his nights. They studied him, and lo and behold, the guy never really went to bed. Just sat in that rocking chair, read a book, and then when it was time for work the next day, he'd go to work. I really hope he loved his job, because that sounds like a really long life. And besides the insomnia, the guy was actually pretty healthy, and he went on to live until he was 94. I feel like he should have bought a television, although there's nothing good on TV late at night. We should have got him some YouTube. Moving on to number 2, it's similar to number 5 but more elaborate. We're talking about the human camera, and his name is Stephen Wiltshire, a British architectural artist who can look at a landscape once and then draw it with perfect accuracy. And we ain't talking stick figures here, kids. This guy can draw some pretty complex landscapes. Now to test his abilities, they fly him up in the sky to sit in an elevator. He then takes it all in. Then when they put him down on land, he gets to draw. He has recreated the entire landscape of many cities, including buildings, roads, infrastructure, people, all in great detail with complex illustrations. After spending 20 minutes up in the sky looking at New York City, he was able to complete an image of 305 square miles of landscape. Yeah, pretty impressive. Finally, in the number 1 spot, we got the guy who was in the thumbnail. I'm talking about Zahu Roy, the monk who feels no pain. In a series of attempts that should most certainly not be tried at home, Zahu Roy, he held a running electric drill to the side of his head without breaking the skin. He also bent an iron bar against the wall with his throat, and he laid on metal spears while breaking stones with his head. This guy had the running drill pressed against his head for a total of 10 seconds, and he felt no pain. All left was a red mark. In fact, I heard he broke the drill. Now this guy is in fact a kung fu master, and it has taken years of practice to get to this level of pain withstanding ability, but I also think he's a bit of a faker. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt, I swear. Regardless, kids, don't try this at home. Alright guys, that's all I got for you in this video here on Most Amazing Top 5. Be sure to check out our others. Also let us know if you were to have a superpower, what would you want it to be? For me, flame on. Now the ladies can't deny that I'm hot as hell. Ow! It's actually really hot here. Alright, that's all I got. See you in another video.